Pokemon Go fans, welcome back. All right, we're going to go through every event from now until the end of September. Yeah, right. Nobody has 3 hours to sit through that. So we're going to tackle these one event as it comes to us. And our next event is the Popplio Community Day. If you've ever watched any of my PvP videos in Ultra League or Great League where I use Primarina, it will one-shot Giratina's, Zekrom's, what is the other, Kyurem. Oh, I'll tell you what, it devastates them. They hate to see Primarina in Ultra and Master League, so you're going to want to get you a good one. Of course, I'm running Moonblast, and according to this, you're going to get Hydro Cannon during the event, and then anytime after, you're going to get this other move that they're calling. So there you go. Popplio will be appearing more frequently in the wild. And, of course, your 1 in 20 to 25 odds of getting a shiny. So catch you about 100 of them. You should get at least 2 to 3 shinies. Sometimes, you might do better. And then sometimes I've seen people go an hour in damn near 110 shinies. Or 110 catches and no shinies. There you go. So it all depends on the RNG for that day. So there you go. Evolve Brioni up to Primarina, and you'll learn the Hydro Cannon. Okay, again, we're going to have to test this out and find out if this is going to be any good. And anytime after the event, there you go, you're just going to get Sparkling Aria or Aria. So we're going to have to test those moves out and see which one is better. So there you go. The $1 research, okay, you're going to get your incense back. You're going to get a couple of good encounters with Popplio. And remember, the research gives you better IV stats, possible shinies, possible shundos, and then, of course, at the end of it, you will get a Primarina, and the stats are usually pretty good on these guys. My Metagross from the Classic community today ended up being a 96, so that's better than most of the stuff you're going to find in the wild, okay? So it's $1, dude. I waste more money on Taco Bell than I do on these tickets. So here's our event bonuses. Okay, so this is the time if you need XP. So first off, we're gonna get 2 times candy for catching Pokemon. That's any Pokemon. Now that does exclude raid bosses. I thought there was gonna be for raid bosses as well. I think we had was it for GoFest or something like that? It was like, oh, we're going to have this, and I'm expecting that we were going to get Zekrom, extra candy, and stuff like that, and not Zekrom, Necrozma. Sorry, the 2 black Pokemons there. But anyway, yeah, so it excludes the raid bosses. I don't know why, but there you go. So I wouldn't focus on raid bosses on a community day anyway. Also, 3 times XP for catching a Pokemon. Okay, what is it, like 1,100 XP for just throwing an excellent curveball on a non-lucky egg Pokemon? Okay, so that's like 3,000 XP on a lucky egg. And then it's going to be 3 times that. Oh my God, it's going to be... It's going to be crazy. This could be almost 10 grand, 9 grand XP per excellent throw. So if you're really good at throwing excellent throws, this is your event. Holy smokes. Whether you like Popplio or not. And then trainers level 31 and up will have a double chance of getting XL candies. I need those. I'd love to max out a 50 Primarina. There you go. So your lure modules are going to last for 3 hours, which is kind of confusing because they tell you to put on an incense and start walking around because the incense is better if you're walking around. And then they tell you to put on a lure module and sit on your butt and wait for the stuff to come to you. Now, the best way to do that is find a little small park like I have And what you do is you lure up all of the Pokestops in there. And as you're walking around, you can sort of walk around the clusters that form around these lure modules, and you'll do pretty well there. I usually get pretty good amount of shinies off of these lure modules. So there you go. So your incense is going to last for 3 hours, excluding the daily adventure incense. So don't expect that. Then you have your 5 snapshots during the day. Hit or miss on getting shinies from. Never gotten a hundo off of a snapshot. It's just an extra encounter that you may or may not have come across. And yeah, so I've gotten shinies off of those too. One additional special trade can be made. We can make 2 of them right now during this season. Okay, and I think this season ends on the 3rd, so 3rd of September. So this will give you 3 special trades for the day. So if you have some, it'd probably work better if you're best friends with these people. That way the stats will go positive instead of all crazy, really awful. But anyway, if you're looking to trade your legendaries, or if you want to trade a good Popplio shiny, this is your chance, and it'll require 50% less Stardust in doing that. That's if you're best friends. If you're just gonna add somebody that day and then trade with them, you're gonna be looking at probably 400,000 XP or Stardust to trade. So I wouldn't recommend that. Wouldn't recommend that at all. Now, of course, there are different exclusions to that. If the person does not have that shiny in their Pokedex, it could be expensive. If they don't have that one at all, it could be expensive. So, there are ways to get really tied up with all your Stardust. So your bonus raids will appear after the community day, okay? Hardly anybody sticks around them anymore. So luckily in the past couple of community days, they've kind of nerfed it down to where 1 or 2 people can take these down. And so, you may be able to solo it if you get the right encounters on it, the right Pokemon in your team. Definitely mega something up for this event. Mega up a water type, because this is a pure water type Pokemon. So get some extra XL candy for that, and some extra candy as well. And that way you'll be able to make sure you have plenty of candy to evolve you up a couple of Primarinas if you get some good ones. Yep, your 4-star raid battles. Yes, so once you take down these raid battles for 30 minutes for 300 yards around that particular gym where you took the raid down, you'll get more Popplios spawning around with the same 1 in 20 shiny odds. You just will not get the bonus of the 3 times XP or the 2 times candy. So once the 5 o'clock chime ticks over, then those bonuses are gone. But you will still get the increased shiny chances for that. So there will be some field research. So make sure you're in a park that has a good amount of spinners. If not, what we do is we kind of exhaust with the little park where we are, and then we'll sort of drive in a group, and we'll go to the bigger park and then kind of stop around and catch those. So if you're looking to do that, you get some pretty good rewards, some good encounters from the field research. And then, of course, there will be Pokestop showcases. I just got first place in one today, so that was pretty good. So I think I'm 24 away from getting that Professor Pikachu. And there will be some Pokeboxes in the web store if you so choose. So there you go, Pokemon Go fans. That is our next event coming to us, the Popplio Community Day. And then we'll start discussing more of the other stuff. Plenty of stuff going on in September. So there you go, Pokemon Go fans. Sorry I've gone a little long on this, but I haven't come to you in a little while. So there you go. Popplio Community Day. I'm excited. I don't have to work.